I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it and burned that. Man, the way that I live don't concern that. Man, we gon' have to settle this another
My
way.
question is, when did it change from journalism and the Fourth Estate's job being to make sure that politicians weren't lying, to make sure that corporations weren't doing these bad things? And
I think Watergate changed it, right?
Well, I think actually distribution, I think, changed it because 4 companies run all news media, and they're all major global corporations that all have huge advertising, and so they're conflicted and they don't go after politicians. And I remember during the Iraq War, you know, people knew that there, you know, that this was all a construct. They knew that, you know, there weren't weapons of mass destruction. They knew that everyone was used to joke. I used to hang out with other journalists, and they'd say, "Of course." I mean, Al Qaeda is the opposite of the Ba'ath Party.
How far do you take that? How far do you take the whole, you know, idea of conspiracy?
I don't know if it's
There's certainly a conspiracy.
I don't know if it's a conspiracy.
I
think yeah, for sure, and but that's been admitted to now, and I think that the because of 9/11, the press got co-opted, and it became un-American to say anything bad about the government or the military, and I think that was one of the sort of turning points, A, because that's bullshit, and B, because young people got completely disenfranchised by news media because we saw it all happen. We say, wait a minute, you know, this doesn't sound right. And then afterwards they're like, yeah, there was no weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, there was no Al Qaeda here. And you're like, well, but we knew that. But we kept saying it. The news media became part of a government propaganda program, and everybody just went along with it. And that's fucking scary, because no matter who's in government, you know, if they can just put together propaganda, how is that different than, you know, than Nazi Germany? How is it that different than any of these totalitarian regimes where they say, yes, you know, Kim Il-sung is God or whatever? Like, how is that any different? Because you can use the Fourth Estate as your PR
You're
agency.
clinically crazy if you think you could pay me a figure that could make me slay these innocent babies. I identify with a